What it do, people? I'd like to welcome you out to another episode of Know That Sport Podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity. It's your boy Moore Drive, man. Y'all know I represent Know That Sport to the fully. Week 7 NFL, man. Y'all know what's going on in time for the picks. Before we get into the picks, though, some breaking news. The 49ers had just acquired Christian McCaffrey from the Carolina Panthers. On my Thursday night episode, Know That Sport Thursday Night Football Edition, I said me and my homeboy Walter Springer, we talked about this trade. And the team that broke down there was really strongly to get Christian McCaffrey. And we broke it down to me and him picked that Buffalo was the best fit, but the second best fit was where he went to the 49ers. I knew the 49ers really needed him. I didn't know whether they'd just go out and try to go get him, though. Were they going to go all out and try to go get him? And with this move that was just made, it seemed like they knew that they needed him, and they went and got him. I think it's a good move for the 49ers, to be truthful. I'm saying I think that'll really help them out a whole lot, especially if he stay healthy. And I really believe this move is for the future. Like, they see McCaffrey and Trey Lance back there. That's real deadly if Trey Lance can get that catch up to what's going on. So I think they really won in this trade right here. You know what I'm saying? Where they get somebody, even what happened this year, I believe they won the trade for the near future. A damn good move for the 49ers, especially the way they run the ball. This move just made them folk real deadly. No, for real. Great move for the 49ers. But I believe Buffalo would have been a better move for McCaffrey if he wanted to win a championship. But he will be in contention with the 49ers. You can believe that. But we're going to get on to the thing that's at hand, man. Y'all know what's going on, man. It's week 7 in the NFL. It's time to get there and break down these games, man. And we're going to start it off with the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens. A divisional game. Straight up before we get into the points and the over and under and all that. I like Baltimore to win this game. They just lost a crucial game last week. The Giants, I believe they let the Giants come back. It was up 20-10 or something like that. The Giants come back and win that game. I think they lost that game 24-20. The Baltimore Ravens. Lamar Jackson had some crucial turnovers in that game for them to lose that game. The Cleveland Browns, I think they just played I think it was the New England Patriots. New England beat shit out of them. So both of them on one game losing streaks. Divisional game. I think this game means a little bit more to Baltimore than Cleveland. I got Baltimore to win the game straight up. I like the Baltimore Ravens to win the game straight up. We get into the point values. The Ravens again, the Cleveland Browns 6.5. It's a lot of points for a divisional game. I'm gonna say the Ravens don't cover that 6.5. That's 6.5. With the points, I'll take the Cleveland Browns to win the game with the points. I'll take the 6.5 with Cleveland. I like the Ravens to win the game straight up, but if we go into the point, I say the Ravens don't cover that 6.5. Over and under 45.5. I'm going to say divisional game. I'm going to say over. I'm going to go over this game. To be real, I'm going to go over. I'm going to say they're going to be they're going to up the scope. So I say over. And the Ravens don't cover them 6.5. Next game we got going on. Dad and Tampa Bay Buccaneers going to the rebuilding Carolina Panthers. Like I just said for the beginning of this show, Carolina in the rebuilding mode. They got rid of their best weapon, I believe. DJ Moore, but he the best weapon on their team. That boy Christian McCaffrey. They cleared house with him. They just got rid of him. Tampa Bay struggling. They lost a crucial game to Pittsburgh. Crucial game, not about 2 points. Believe they let that guy get away. I think they let that guy get away. They dad done unlocked 3 of the last 4 games. Excuse me. I think dad unlocked 3 of the last 4 games. Really should be 4 straight. But they cheating them with the Atlanta Falcons. But that's another subject on another day. Carolina, like I said, they in rebuilding mode. I say this is a get-right game for Tampa Bay. I like Tampa Bay to win their game straight up. But the question is, can Dad and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers cover that 10.5 that they gain Carolina, in Carolina? 10.5, that's a lot of points. Tampa Bay and Dad do not really cover the point spreads too much. I ain't seen them do it all year, really. But like I just said, it's a get-right game. Even though it's a division game, I think it's a get-right game for Dad them. Carolina going to try to come to the party. The defense going to try to come for a little while. But I don't think it's standing up. I'm going to say Dad them cover that 10.5. I know it sounds crazy. Like, well, you think Tom Brady going to cover them 10.5? Yeah, I believe they'll cover them 10.5. The reason why I believe they'll cover them 10.5, because I think Dad them going to use the get-right game, and Carolina they gave up for the season. And they got rid of the coach. They traded one of their wide receivers. They just traded Chris McCaffrey. Who the hell, man? Them folks ready to go home. Over under 39.5. I'm going to say, 20 to 10, 24 to 10, 24 to 7. I say under. The reason why I say under because I don't believe the Buccaneers are going to score no more than about 25 points. I say they score about 25. I say the Buccaneers score about 25. I say they score about 24 to 25, maybe 28. But I don't see Carolina score no more than 10 points. To the most. I think they do good, they score 10 points. Like I said, I think it's a get-right game for Tampa Bay. So I say they cover the 10.5, and it's under 39.5 because I don't think Carolina will come to the party. Tampa Bay ain't going to let them come to the party. Next on the bet, the Atlanta Falcons against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Atlanta Falcons coming off a big win last week against the 49ers. A game a lot of folks picked them to lose, even me. They pulled that game out. Cincinnati come off a big win. Right here now. Cincinnati come off a big win against New Orleans in New Orleans. This is a big win. I mean, this is a big game in Cincinnati for both teams. I think both teams are 3-3. Atlanta tied for first place in their division. I think Cincinnati tied. I think Cincinnati is first place in their division. I believe Ravens just lost, so I believe Cincinnati first place in their division. This is a big game, real big game for both teams. Straight up, I like the Cincinnati Bengals. I think Atlanta ain't gonna be able to keep up with them, to be real. I think it'll be a nice close game though. But I just think in Cincinnati, 1:00 game, I'll take Cincinnati straight up. The question is, can the Bengals cover them 6.5 that they get in Atlanta Falcons? I take them 6.5 with the Falcons. Them 6.5 that the Bengals get in the Falcons, I take that. So I'm saying Cincinnati will not cover them 6.5. Over and under 47.5. I say them 4 up the scope. I say that is a big high scoring game. Bengals Falcons, big high scoring game up in the scope. A lot of up and down the field. Something like the New Orleans game they just played the week before. Cincinnati they played New Orleans. I think it was 30 to 26. 30 to 26, something like that. 31 to 26, something like that. So I'm looking for another high score game like that. Say the Bengals don't cover them. I say the Bengals don't cover, and they up the scope. 47.5 up the scope. Next up the bat, down the Cowboys in the building, shaking the pig. Cowboy Nation win the building. Detroit Lions are getting it down the Cowboys. In other words, as I speak, Goats and Rings against Knowdat Sports. You know, Goats and Rings, that's my homeboy, Walter Springer, the CEO of Goats and Rings. He a Detroit Lions fan to the footy, and everybody know I'm a Cowboy fan, so I break it down there. Walter Springer against Memorial Drive. But straight up, I like the Dallas Cowboys to win the game. Dak Prescott returned. Dak Prescott first game back. I think I had said this probably about 2-3 weeks ago that I picked this game for him to come back. He did. I expected him to have a pretty good game against Detroit. Detroit come out for bye week. They just had the last time they played week 4 last against New England. I don't think they scored. So they come out for bye week. I know they're gonna be real coming out focused, ready to play football. Before that game against New England, they were the top scoring offense in the league. Detroit, they scoring every time. They scoring every quarter. They did not score against New England. Coming off a bye week, I feel that I think his name Dave Campbell, their coach. I think he's gonna have them folks focused to play football. But that's the same way I feel about the Cowboys. We getting that Prescott back. I think they're gonna be ready to focus to play football. I think we're gonna be a little upset about the Philadelphia game we just lost. Defense come out and play ball like Dallas to win this game straight up and down like Dallas to win the game. The question is, can Dallas cover them 7 points that they get in the Detroit line? I'm gonna say yes. I take them 7 points. I believe Dallas cover them 7 points. The reason why I say I believe Dallas cover them 7 points because I think Dallas defense gonna come to the party real heavy. I think Dallas defense gonna come to the party real heavy and make a statement against Detroit off of the Philadelphia game that we just lost. We gave up 26 points to Philadelphia, 20 in the first half, 6 in the second half. The first game all year, the Cowboys that gave up over 20 points. I think we get back to that this week. I don't see Detroit scoring over 20. I said the defense get at Jerry Goff. We cover the 7 points. The over and under is 48.5. That's really tough for me. Because like I said, I don't believe they're gonna score 20 points. So for us to go over 48.5, we got to score by at least 34. I'm saying some shit like that. I can see Detroit defense, that shit suspect. They getting up points like that. They getting up them type points because I think Philadelphia scored 30 some. I think who are they played scored 30 some. Somebody else they played scored 30 some. I can see that going on, but I don't see they offense coming to the party. So I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna say under 48.5, but I say the Cowboys cover themselves. They cover the 7, but it won't be old. They're not gonna up the score. Both teams got to score 20 to get to them 48, or one team got to score over 34. 38 when they ball down. It's about 38 or better. I don't see that going on, so I say under, but the Cowboys cover the 7 point. Next on the bat, New York Giants flying their head to the Jacksonville Jaguars, man. 1 o'clock game. Straight up and down in this game, this really tough game for me. The reason why, because the Giants are undefeated on the road, I believe. Yeah, I believe the Giants are undefeated on the road. So that means they're pretty good on the road. The Giants just had a big win against the Baltimore Ravens. I respect that. Hats off to them. I didn't believe they were going to win that game. Matter of fact, they had 2 big wins 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row, they proved me wrong. The Giants beat Green Bay in London, and they come right back to beat Baltimore. I didn't expect that to happen, so I got to get hats off to them folks shaking the people. They on their way to Jacksonville. I think this is really, to be truthful, is a trap game for the Giants in Jacksonville. If it was there in New York, I'd probably go with New York. But straight up, I'm going to go Jacksonville. I think Jacksonville win their game. The question is, can Jacksonville get on folks 3 points and cover them 3 points? I believe Jacksonville can cover them 3 points. If it was 4.5 or 4 or something like that, I don't know. I don't know if they can cover that, but I believe they can cover the 3 that they get on the Giants. Like I said, I believe it's trap game. New York all the way to Jacksonville. Duval, hot, when we got that muggy. I don't think they're going to shake the P. I think the Giants won't be able to get that kid in 3 points. I think them 3 points will be a little bit, them 3 points ain't enough. So I say the Jacksonville Jaguars cover that. Over and under 42 and a half, 42.5. I'm going to say over that. I'm going to say over 42 and 0.5. I say both of these teams can put up at least 20 or at least a 28, 17 or 20. I'm saying or 20 what 26, 17, something like that. Or 26, 17. Yeah, I said like 26, 17. So I can see that. So I say they up the score and the Jacksonville Jaguars cover the 3 point that they get in the Giants. Next up the back, another division game. Indianapolis Colts at the Tennessee Titans. They did their second matchup of the year. I believe they did their second matchup of the year. Tennessee won the first game in Indianapolis. This game right here, usually teams don't sweep teams in the division. But I think Tennessee coming off a bye week. Indianapolis had a big win against Jacksonville. They ain't beat Jacksonville in how long? Tennessee coming out of bye. I'm going to take Tennessee in this game. I'm going to take Tennessee. Like I say, the team don't split. The team split in the division. Especially when they even the matchup. And these two teams are the best team in their division right now. And they really even the matchup. So I'll take, but I'm gonna go for the sweep from the Tennessee Titans and say they win this game. 2.5 is what again. The Indianapolis Colts. Tennessee the favorite. I say Tennessee cover the 2.5 that they get in the Indianapolis Colts. The reason why I say they cover the 2.5 because I think when they boil down to Tennessee, they're gonna be more physical than Indianapolis. Matt Ryan gonna get in what they want, a fumble, or interception or something, and that'll get them over the hump. That'll push them over at 2.5 that they giving the Colts. Over and under 42 and a half. I say over. 42 and a half. I say over. I say both of you can score 20 points. Easy. I see a 20-23. Easy. 20 or 19-23. Easy. I can see that. So I say up the score. And the Tennessee Titans cover they 2.5. I ain't in now. The last 1 o'clock game, Green Bay Packers at the Washington Redskins. I'm sorry, the Washington Commanders. Green Bay come off a crucial loss last week to the New York Jets. Jets come in there and beat their ass, hit them in the face, punched them in the mouth, drugged them folk. The Washington Commanders coming off of I think they beat the Chicago Bears on Thursday Night Football. Carson Wentz broke his finger though. They had a hand injury. He won't be playing. They got Tyler Heineke playing. With that being said, I like Green Bay straight up in their game. They beat the Washington Commanders to get back on track. Like I look like this. Same way I say about Dad at Carolina, get right game. I'm looking for this game to be a get right game for the Green Bay Packers. The question is, can they cover the 5.5 that they gain the Washington Commanders? I say Green Bay cover them 5.5. I say this is a get right game. So if it's a get right game, if you get them motherfucker 5.5, you're supposed to beat them by 7 or better, I believe so. Straight up. That the same way I'm saying about Dad and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers against Carolina. They got a get right game. They getting up 10.5. I don't give a damn. You ain't covered all year. The defense should come to the party. They should get right and should beat Carolina for at least by at least a touchdown, 10 or better. I gotta say 11 really because he's 11 at 10.5. So 11 or better. Same way with their 5.5 for the Packers. Backup quarterback. Get right game. For your defense and your offense. Get right game. So I say the Packers cover the 5.5. 41.5. For that to go down, I don't see the Redskins. I don't see the Redskins scoring. I don't see the Redskins scoring over 17 points. 2017 at 37-41. Up the score. I say up the score. Up the score. Packers cover 5.5. First 4 o'clock game of week 7. A real sneaky game to me. The New York Jets at the Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos favored to win their game. I don't know how, but the Denver Broncos favored to win their game. Russell Wilson, I think he did it with a hamstring injury or something, or nagging hamstring injury or something. They said he don't know if he's gonna play or not. The day to day. 9 times he's gonna play. I believe he's gonna really play. Denver coming off a crucial loss in the division against the LA Chargers. I believe they let that game get away. To be truthful, I think they had a chance to beat the Chargers. That would have been a big win for them. They let the game get away though. Chargers beat them on Monday Night Football. Jets flying real high right now. Coming off a big win against the Green Bay Packers when they sprayed them folk, treat them folk like Hebrew slave down there in Green Bay. Like I say, this is a sneaky game to me. Real sneaky game. I feel like the Jets really are good. But I think this game right here will be a trap game for them. And I like the Denver to win this game straight up. Reason why? Like I said, I believe it'll be a trap game for them. Everybody getting praised. They just come off a big win against Green Bay. They smelling themselves, popping necks, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. The defense gonna come to the party for the Jets. I ain't gonna say they ain't. They gonna come to the party. But the Denver Broncos got a defense too. And I believe the Jets offense will hurt them this week. And that's how the Broncos will squeak past them. So Broncos the favorite again. The Jets 1 point. On where I got my point spreads from, off of Vegas, they getting them 1 point. I say the Broncos cover that 1. Playing in Denver. I think from New York to Denver, yeah. I think they'll cover that 1 point. I think that'll help them out a whole lot too. New York coming to them, and they being a young team. So I say they cover the 1 point. Over and under 37.5. That over and under that you know they're going to be a defensive game. 37.5, that's what it is. 2017, saying shit like that. 21-20, shit like that. I'm going to say up the score. But when I say up the score of that game, I can see a 19. I mean, I can see a 21-16. You see what I'm saying? I can see that. I can see that. A low scoring game and shit like that. I can see 19-19. I mean, not 19-19, 19-20. I can see that. So I say it's a real low scoring game, but they will up the score. And up the score is beating at 37.5. And Broncos cover the 1 and win the game. Next 4 o'clock game, man, we got the Houston Texans against the Las Vegas Raiders. Both teams going in the same direction, struggling. They playing in Las Vegas. I think it's a lot of Kansas City. It's a lot of Kansas City last Monday night. They had a bye week this week, I believe. They come out with a bye week. I believe both teams come out bye weeks. I like Vegas to win the game. They in Las Vegas. I don't think Houston can keep up with them too tough. I think the defense can get at Houston. Houston got a pretty solid team, but they really like the same thing. They really even the match. Only thing about it, I believe the Vegas got a better offense. Even though Houston got a running back that ain't no joke. He ain't no joke. He played good ball. But the Raiders got a running back, wide receiver, okay quarterback, good tight end. Say the Raiders win the game. Straight up. The question is, can they get it? Houston, Texas 6.5. That's shaky to me. I ain't gonna tell you no, that's real shaky to me. I wouldn't even. I really just bet straight up on this game. Right? I take the money line straight up. I take this straight up. So they game shaky. So it's about the 6.5 on. I ain't saying they did much better than Houston like that. I don't think they did much better than Houston like that. So they're gonna beat them by itself. 45.5. I'm gonna say under. I'm gonna say under the 45.5. I don't believe in the Raiders offense like that to put up big points like that. I don't see Houston putting up big points like that. So I can see both of these teams. I can see a 24-20. I can see that easily. So I can say under the 45, over with the over and under. I can say 45.5 under. 6.5. I wouldn't even touch that. I'll just take money line. I'll just take make it straight up. Me myself, truthfully. Next up the bat, Seattle Seahawks at the LA Chargers. LA Chargers got a nice win last week against. I ain't gonna say nice win, a struggling win last week against the Denver Broncos, a division game, beating by 3 points in overtime. Seattle just played. I can't remember who Seattle played last week. Did they play? Who Seattle played? I can't really remember who Seattle played last week. But I think Seattle played Arizona. Yeah, Seattle played Arizona. Big win against Arizona. Pulled it out. That was a division game for them. Pulled it out. I didn't expect them to win that game. Straight up and down, I like the Chargers to win this game in LA. The question is, can the Chargers cover that 4.5? I say yes, they can. I say they can cover them 4.5. I don't see the Chargers. I don't see Seattle offense putting up a lot of points against the Chargers. What I mean by that is I don't see them keeping it close. So I can see the Chargers beating them by 7 points or 6. I can see the Chargers beating them by 6. So I say the Chargers cover this 4.5 that they get Seattle. Over and under is 50. That's a lot of points. So 50 points. For me, say the Chargers winning. If I say go over, that means the Chargers got to score 30 and the Seattle got to score 20. Can that happen? I don't know what Keenan McCarthy playing. I'm going to roll the dice on that. They're over and under. They're up the score, man. We're up the score. The folks going to go over 50. And the Chargers will cover them 4.5. Know that. Next up the bat, the last 4 o'clock game. The Kansas City Chiefs at the San Francisco 49ers. Should be a pretty good game. Should be in San Francisco. Should be a damn good game. The Chiefs just came out for a crucial loss against their arch rivals, the Buffalo Bills, last week. Straight up, San Francisco just came out for a crucial loss to the Atlanta Falcons. They didn't expect to happen. Nobody expected it to happen, really. I didn't anyway. So both teams are on one game losing streaks. Who I like straight up, I'll take the Kansas City Chiefs straight up in the game. To go down there and beat the 49ers. I don't think the 49ers offense can get there, keep up. Jimmy G. I just think Jimmy G ain't. Jimmy G worse to me. Unless he just ain't Korea, he worse than me. And I see San Francisco banged up. They banged up right now. They just could have defensive line banged up. Secondary a little hurt. Kansas City eat that. So I like Kansas City straight up. Question is, can Kansas City cover them 3 point again at 49? Most definitely. I say Kansas City cover the 3 point. I say got that 3 points ain't enough point. Then you need some more points at 49. For real, I don't think they keep up. Over and under 48.5. I'm going to say that's under. And the reason why I say this under, because I don't think the 49ers will be able to keep up. For them to get to 48.5, they got to score about 35. Yeah, they got to score about 35. They can score 30, 32, but they got to score about 35. And the 49, their defense got to give up At least 14. 14 to 17 points. I don't think the defense finna get it up to the 49ers, to be truthful. So I say under that score right there. I say they will not up the score under, but the Chiefs will cover them 3. Know that. Sunday night game, man. Lord have mercy to me. Just a Lord have mercy game to me, but it's okay. Pittsburgh playing at the Miami Dolphins. 2 on their way back. Pittsburgh, they got a big win last week in week 6 against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Dad. Straight up, I like the Miami Dolphins to win the game. They playing in Miami. Tua coming back. They're gonna be hyped. They're gonna be amped up for it. I like Miami to win the game. The question is, can Miami get them folks 7 points and win this game? I don't think Miami can cover them. I don't think Miami can get them 7 points to win the game. So I take Miami straight up, but I take Pittsburgh with them 7 points. Straight up in there, I take Pittsburgh with them 7 points. I gotta take Pittsburgh with them 7 points. I don't see them beating them like that. Miami bad now. They fast. They at the crib. They're gonna be hyped. But I see them probably getting it to her. They even get it to a little bit, and they don't pull out by 7 like that. I say they beat them, but they don't beat them by 7. They can beat them by 6, 4, 3, some shit like that. But I don't see they beating them by 7 points, more than 7 points. 44.5 over and under. Both teams got to score 20 points versus do that. I say under. I say under for this game. They in Miami. It's gonna be a night game. I say under. I say under. I don't know who's gonna be the quarterback. I don't know if it's gonna be on Travinsky or on Pickens or whatever. But I still say under. It don't make no difference who be the quarterback. I say under. That is Sunday night game. The last game in week 7 in the NFL, Monday night, Chicago Bears and the New England Patriots. That's another Lord how much the game to me too, really. Somebody got to win that game. I'm going to take the New England Patriots straight up. I just think Chicago Bears, they just ain't got it. The question is, can Bill Belichick coach the game good enough to give him 7.5? I don't know who's going to be the quarterback either for the New England Patriots. I like that boy they got, that boy, that third string quarterback, I forgot his name. He got a funny little last name, whatever. They making jokes on him. He played good last week against he played good against Detroit and he played good against Cleveland. 7.5. I'm gonna say New England can cover that 7.5, and the reason why I say they can cover that 7.5 because of the defense. The defense gonna have just feels like that looking stupid as hell. He ain't got nothing going on. He ain't shaking no kind of people. They don't want them to take it off running. That ain't gonna cut it. Bill Belichick had that shit locked down. Convict. So I say they cover the 7.5. Over and under 39.5. To get 39.5, that means the Giants got to score some points too. I say under that. I say under 39.5. The reason why, because I don't think the Bears gonna bring enough points to the board to get to that 39. New England probably put up 20 points, but can the Bears put up 10? Now can the Bears put up 14? That's the question. I don't think they can. So I say under the 39.5. But I like the Patriots to cover that 7.5. No, for real. I like the Bears to cover that 7.5. That's the last game of week 7 in the NFL. Next up, y'all know the next 4 category, man. I don't have a pick 6 this week, so I'm just doing the game of the week. Know that game, excuse me, game. I will have a pick 6 next week. I ain't got none this week. But we're gonna start out with the game of the week. My game of the week, to be real, it's a bunch of games to choose from, to be truthful. But I believe the game of the week to me. Man, there's a bunch of them to choose for. I really don't know who to pick from. My game, but I'm gonna say my game of the week will be give me Kansas City at the 49ers. They're gonna be my game of the week. Reason why I picked the Kansas City Chiefs at the 49ers because Kansas City came out a crucial loss to Buffalo. Damn crucial loss. I'm saying that I think they might come back and bite them in their ass. The 49ers came off a damn crucial loss to the Falcons. They can come back and bite them in their ass. I'm saying real talk. The 49ers got a chance to take control of their division because I think the Rams are really struggling. But they fuck around and lose the Kansas City game, and the Rams fuck around and goddamn take control. I think the Rams get a bye. Yeah, they got a bye week, so they can really take. I'm saying almost try to take control of the division. Kansas City, I know they want home field advantage. You lose 2 straight, and you just lost to Buffalo. Boy, you ain't finna get that. And Buffalo, they might bite you in the ass. You don't want to go to Buffalo. I don't think they want to go to Buffalo when they get cold. So this is a big game for me. I think this be the game of the week. A real burn. What they call it? What they call it? Burn. Barn burner. Yeah, this should be a real barn burner. Next up the bet. You know what I call it, man? I call it the know that game. Y'all know what know that game mean. Who I just know gonna win. I say they gonna win and cover their spread. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Come on, John. Detroit at Dallas. Know that the Dallas Cowboys gonna win the game. Cowboy Nation win the building. Got to know that. You don't know nothing else. And we getting up 7 points to them folks. Boy, they gonna need more than that. Believe that. I can see that defense getting at them folks, man. So you can write that down in concrete, man. We will cover themselves. Know that if you don't know nothing else, and the Dallas Cowboys will win their game. Know that. Last but not least, cuseme game, man. You know what the cuseme game is, man. Somebody win that ain't got no business winning. Just straight up and down. Somebody win and ain't got no business winning. They were the favorite. They were the favorites. They wasn't the favorite to win the game. Even though they favored to win this game, record-wise, they're not. I don't understand why they favored to win the game. But my cuseme game is the Broncos. They favored to win the game. They beat the New York Jets. The reason why I call it cuseme for the Broncos to beat the Jets is the Jets playing real high right now. The Jets got a better record than the Broncos. I don't know how the hell they not in front of the Broncos in this game. With Russell Wilson being nicked up and all that. With all the question marks going on in goddamn Denver. I still say Denver Broncos beat them and hit them with the cuseme. So my cuseme game is Denver Broncos beat the Jets. Even though the Denver Broncos are favored by 1 point to beat the Jets, I still say that'll be a cuseme if they can beat the Jets. Hey, man, say, man. Your boy Moore Drive. Week 7. It was all the games, all my picks. Over and under. Spreads. Know that game of the week, cuseme game. I done had y'all here for a pretty good minute, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Everybody who done viewed in, everybody who stay with the show or keep up with the show. I appreciate y'all. It's your boy Moore Drive. I represent Know That Sport to the fullest. Know That Sport Podcast, sponsored by Highlight Commodity. You know, we on all podcast platforms. Wherever you listen to your favorite podcast at. I'm on YouTube. Just search Know That Sports Podcast. No, I'll tell you about. You can search Know That Sport Podcast or Know That Sport, and I'll pop up on your screen, man. Video, like I said, on YouTube, audio on all podcast platforms, wherever you listen to your podcast. Man. It's your boy More Drive, man. I fuck with folks who fuck with me. Same bad time, same bad channel, man. Know that if you don't know nothing else. Shaking it.